This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. 0-0. We got a point from this game. Obviously, I've spoken with a lot of fans. Some are happy with the point, some are not. Where do you stand after what you saw today?
It was one of them games where you're just praying and praying that we nick it at the end.
Yeah.
I think we didn't have enough going forward, but the defence was solid, and honestly our defence has come a long way since like the last 2-3 seasons. I think they earned us the point today as well. Ramsdale made a great save in the second half, but we were lucky to be 0-0 at half time. What we absorbed in the first half, I came like 15 minutes later, walked in, I'm just seeing attack. It felt like City.
Well, they were all over us in that first half.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a defensive performance like that in a long time. So shout out to the defenders, but I think, in a game like that, it is Brighton. I would have liked to see, maybe an attacking midfielder or maybe a more dominant striker come on to just try and nick it in the last 10. I think we were lacking that, man. On that note, actually, I was at the under-23s game yesterday, and it was Arsenal Brighton again. And that kid, Charlie Patino, I would like to see him come off the bench today and just bring off a defensive mid. Just throw him on there and see if he can do something, see if he can change the game. When we look at Nketiah as well, when he made his debut against Norwich, you just throw in a young kid who's got the energy, got the passion, throw him and see what he can do. You've got nothing to lose.
Is that what was missing today then? Is that what you're saying? Because it was a difficult game. I think you're right there. We needed a lot more going forward, but what would we brought on from the bench that could have changed it? Because I think even when Arteta made changes, they were late. Didn't really affect the game too much. Yeah,
I don't want to get into it too much, but obviously I think our transfer window, we didn't sign the star player that I think that game needed. We look at teams like, I hate comparing us to other teams, but how United, when they signed Cavani, and he saved their season, to be honest. If we had signed Cavani, we would have sat on him for 5-6 years and and just persisted with him. I feel that's what we've done a bit with our Lacazette and Aubameyang. I think we do need that star striker to come. Who will come? I don't know. I would like to see a Calvert-Lewin or an Antonio that bring something different, try and affect the game in moments like that. But I don't blame him for starting Aubameyang. I think a lot of people wanted Lacazette to start, but I keep the team the same after the last game as well, to be fair.
Do you think Arteta's under pressure after this game? Obviously, the North London derby, obviously, I think everyone was so euphoric, so happy, so excited. They kind of forgot about some of the things they might have questioned before. Do you think he's under pressure after this result here, or do you know what, it's a point at the end of the day? Yeah,
I think it's a reality check, really. I think we played above ourselves against Spurs, which at the end of the day is what we all want to see. It's Spurs, it's a derby. But I think this is more of a measuring stick of where we're at the moment. I think we have fixed some of the defensive issues. They are looking to be playing together as a team more. It's very young, but our defence is on par with the top teams in the league. We're looking at like City's defence and Liverpool's defence. That defence today was solid. Yeah, very solid. I think obviously we're missing a couple of things. I'd like to see us go back to how we used to play. What made Arsenal famous? That quick tiki-taka in the middle, up to the top. I think little things like that are missing. Can we get the playing style back to what it used to be, back to when we all fell in love with Arsenal? I think that's...
Are you hearing the excuse of the rain today, why we didn't see the tiki-taki football? Are you having that excuse, or...?
I'm not going to lie, it's windy here. This ain't London rain at all, but no, that's I mean, it's the same for both teams. These lot would do well up in Scotland or something if these conditions, but no, it's not an excuse. It was the same for both teams. We had our chances, they had theirs. I think if they had that dominant striker as well, we would have been in trouble. But I think you could have said the same about us as well. If we had that, that striker, that centre forward, I think they would have been under a lot more pressure.